This is a user guide for the Apogee Insight, the MS-100 Spectroradiometer. Hello everyone, I am super excited to visit with you today. Today we have the Apogee Insight. It's a sweet little handheld spectroradiometer. So let's get into it. Let's open up the case and check it out. Inside the case we've got certification, Insight device, soft carrying case, USB cable, lanyard with lanyard nut, Modbus adapter, and power brick. Let me show you around the Insight. On the front we have an LED indicator light, an LCD screen. On the left side we've got a power button or a screen change button, a reset button, the USB port, and a micro SD card port. On the back side we have the sensor cover. Slide that open to reveal the sensor. On the top we have the measurement button, and on the bottom we have the 1/4-20 thread mount or a tripod mount. Make sure that before the first use of the Insight that you charge the device for at least 6 hours. So grab the USB power adapter and the charging data cable, hook them up, plug it into the Insight. The indicator will turn orange when it's charging. When it's completed charging, it'll turn green. You can tell it's charging either by the orange indicator light or by the icon with the lightning bolt through it. The Insight is intended for lab and field use. As a result, the device is not waterproof, so make sure you don't put it in the water. Now I'm going to show you how to use the device. To turn it on, press and hold the power button. The LED indicator light will turn on and the device will boot up. If the shutter on the back is closed, it'll automatically perform a dark calibration. Once that calibration is complete, you're ready to take a measurement. For a spectroradiometer, it's very important to make sure that you would do a dark calibration. To ensure the highest accuracy of measurements, make sure you do it often, especially when you change environments such as temperature or humidity. To perform a manual calibration, with the device powered on, close the shutter, and then press the measurement button, and it'll perform a dark calibration. Once that's been done, it's ready to begin taking measurements again. To take a measurement, point at the target light source, press the measurement button. It'll take about 8 seconds to perform the measurement. When it's done, it'll beep. In order to prevent inaccurate data, hold the Insight in place until you hear that second beep. And now you have the measurement. The screen will show you the spectra data. Press the power button quickly to change screens. The next screen will show you PPFD and EPPFD, or PAR and EPAR, as well as other various indicators used by professionals in the industry. If you would like to save the measurement data, make sure you insert an SD card into the slot before you take the measurement. It'll include all the necessary data as well as a timestamp. So make sure you write down your location so you can reference it later. To power off the Insight, press and hold the power button. Now we're going to show you how to connect the Insight to your mobile device. First, go to the App Store, either Android or Apple. Search Apogee Insight. This is the app you're going to want to download. At this point, you're going to want to turn on the Insight. Up in the top right corner, you'll see an icon. It'll either be blue or it'll be red. That'll tell you whether or not your device is connected. If that icon is red, that means your device is not connected and that you need to connect it through Bluetooth. If it's blue, that means the devices are communicating. Once that icon is blue, you're ready to begin taking measurements. So these are the options that you have available on the Insight mobile app. The browser feature lets you go through and review different tests and different measurements that you've taken. Press the home icon in the top left corner to go back. To take measurements, let's start with the basic icon. From here you can see the different metrics: PPFD, EPPFD, or PAR and EPAR, and the other metrics that are used throughout the industry. From here, with your Insight turned on, open the shutter and place it under your target light source. To take a measurement, press the rainbow camera icon, or in the bottom in the middle. Once it's done, it'll automatically populate the different metrics that are available on this screen. If you don't see the metric you're looking for, press the gear icon in the bottom right corner and click on Basic Selector. From here, you can choose from the various metrics that are preloaded on the Insight. When you're done, press the Go Back in the top left corner, and then press it one more time. If you want to rearrange the order that these metrics are found in, take your finger, push down, hold on the square, and then you can drag it around and rearrange it as you desire. Let's go back to the home screen. Let's look at the spectrum data on this light right here. Click the spectrum icon. With the Insight under your target light source, press that capture button or the rainbow circle. So now this will give you the spectra data on that light. If you want to save or share this data, press the 4 squares in the bottom left corner. And from there you can save, share, or open other data. Let's go back to the home screen. To view the planet-specific spectrum, press the PPFD spectrum icon. This will show you the spectrum that's more conducive to plant growth. Let's press the home button and go back again. The remaining 3 icons, the CIE and the CRI, are used in other industries. And because of that, we're not going to go into too much detail in this video. For more information about those, refer to the user manual in the link below. And that's a quick overview on the mobile application for the Insight. The Insight has some added features that are available only with the desktop application. To get the desktop application, go to the Apogee Instruments website at apogeeinstruments.com. Scroll down to the bottom, and in the support column, look for software downloads. And then scroll down until you see the Insight handheld spectral radiometer. You're going to click and download the Apogee Insight software. Once it's been installed, it should look something like this. From here, you're now ready to connect the Insight. So make sure the shutter is closed, and then plug in the device. When it's plugged in, the Insight will automatically pop up on the device list. Click on the Insight, and then click Connect. It's going to remind you to make sure the cover is closed on the sensor. And then tell you that the dart calibration has been completed. Now you're ready to begin using the device. Let's go to the view mode first. From here you can view the spectrum. Turn on your light source, open the cover, and then at the top click the capture button. This will capture that data and then display it as a spectrum graph. If you want to save this data, share this data, or if you want to load other data, use the icons in the top left corner. You can also use continuous capture to keep capturing over and over again if you want to make changes to lights in real time. In the bottom right, it shows you the metrics. If for some reason you don't see the metrics you're looking for, click in the box in the top right and then move them and change them as you want. Click on the one you'd like to remove, click on the one you want to replace it with, and then shift it over, and it'll move it over. When you're done, hit the green check mark, and it will update those metrics. Now we're going to go to log mode. In log mode, you can change the different parameters. Over on the right side, you can set the interval, how long between the captures, and for a total time. Or you can do it by how many captures are taken. Let's go change this to seconds, and we'll do one every 5 seconds for a total of 1 minute. Then you can press the Start Log button. It'll begin taking those measurements. You can see they're going to start displaying as they're taken. If you want to stop before the total interval has gone through, press the stop button. Let's go to bin mode now. Bin mode isn't something we typically do in our industry, and so if you want to learn more about it, click on the link in the description below that takes you to the user manual. Let's go now to the checker mode. In checker mode, you can set the parameters for which you'd like to test the light by, and you can see whether or not it passes or fails those qualifications. If you notice, you can't change those qualifications right off. You have to unlock them. So click the term lock button to unlock them, and from here you can change them. After you're done changing them, click the lock button, and then you can press the capture button. And you can see that according to these parameters, this light would pass that test. On the left side, there are more modes available. Just use the up and down button on the bottom left corner. Let's go now to the transmit mode. In transmit mode, it'll tell you how much light passes through a material. So click on the standard light to get your baseline. Now, grab your test material and put it between the light and the insight, and then press Test Sample. And this will tell you how much light was allowed through and how that spectrum might have changed over the process. The last mode is TM30. TM30 is another one of those metrics that we don't typically use in our industry, but if you want to learn more about it, click in the description below to the link to the user manual, and it'll explain about it. And that's a quick overview of the desktop application. I hope you've had a chance to see just how powerful this little device is. We're excited to see what you'll be able to do with it out in the field. Leave a comment below with any questions you have or how you would use the Insight. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.